You ever just hop on your computer and you have no idea what to play? Well, I fixed the problem for you guys. I fixed it. Trust. It's called Hades. Like, the literal game is called Hades. The cure to all your boredom problems, and quite possibly your in real life problems, is literally solved by playing this game. I haven't been bored for a second on this game. Like, literally. Now, I have reviewed 3 games on this channel, and I thought Risk of Rain 2 was the best one I've reviewed. But no, I was strongly mistaken. Hades is. There is a reason why Hades has won several awards. Is it because of its fantastic game design, or is it because of its in-depth enemies and characters? I would argue not. I would say in my strong, professional opinion, it is because every time I die, I want to get back up again and try again and again and again. And because I have an extraordinary mindset and strong discipline, I'm still playing this game, trying to beat it, and that's one of the reasons why it's so great. Now, why should you play Hades? I'm pretty sure that's why you clicked on this video. Anyways, Hades is a roguelike game, which pretty much means you're gonna die a lot. What? And if you're not into that, I don't know what to tell you. But the game is so fun that dying, like, isn't that annoying. Because whatever I did 5 minutes ago before I died, I want to do again. So dying actually doesn't annoy me sometimes. The game is smooth. Like, attacking feels like nice running water. So clean, so good. Makes me want to attack more. And the voice acting, don't even get me started. Zagreus, or however you say it, his voice, bro. Oh, okay. Well, I like the voice acting. Dude seems cool. If I was like under the age of 11, I would purposely make my voice as cool as his just so people think I'm cool. He's so unfazed by anything. So fire. Anyways, and whoever drew all these characters for their voice lines or animated it, I don't know. They did a nice job. Good work. So how does the game work? I'm going to explain this as much as I can as I don't really understand anything about this game. So you're pretty much Zagreus, son of Hades, and your mother is Nyx, the random lady I showed you earlier. But apparently she's not actually your mother. Persephone or Persephone is, I don't know how to say it. I gotta look more into the lore, I'm so confused. Anyways, so you start a game and it's pretty much like any other roguelike game from there. You enter a room, kill a few enemies, and then continue to the next room. Every level there is something to collect. Hell yeah. And sometimes you get power-ups, where you get to choose from 3 different options offered to you by another Greek mythology person, which makes you stronger so you can advance in the game. Eventually, at the end of the rooms you attack enemies in, you will come across a boss, and the boss is obviously harder than the normal enemies you fight. And it took me a few attempts to even kill the first boss, Contemptuous Megara, in short Meg. I died to this lady so many times it isn't even funny. Oh, what the fuck? But the fight was fun and engaging, and then after you finish a boss, move into the next area, I like to call it. The next area has enemies and obviously a new boss at the end of it, and the place looks different, obviously. And I assume you continue doing that until you kill the last boss, who I haven't gotten into yet, but I will update you in this video. You also aren't only forced to use a sword as your attack weapon in this game, even though I think the sword is the best weapon and the coolest looking. You can also use a shield, which is my second favorite weapon because I can block attacks easy. There is a bow, which I literally hate, but it made killing bosses pretty easy as I didn't even need to get that close to them. There is a spear, which I haven't even used yet. Turns out the areas I was talking about are called regions, and there's a total of 4 regions in this game. Asphodel, Elysium, and the Temple of Styx. I have no idea how to say any of those. I'm hoping I have footage of these areas by the time I edit this part of the video, because I'm not that far in the game. Each area has different bosses and different enemies, like I mentioned before. Hades is based off of Greek mythology, obviously, and the game has a ton of lore. Like, I slept in the game once and woke up to the realization that my so-called mother isn't actually my mother.
You're not my mother.
So if you're a big fan of lore and Greek mythology, you're gonna love this game. The art style in this game is also so cool. Even though the graphics may not be amazing, the overall look of the game makes up for it. You may be thinking I'm overhyping this game, but I promise you I'm not, like, at all. Hades is the first game I've reviewed which I absolutely fell in love with. I watched all of Percy Jackson again because this game got me back into Greek mythology. Not even kidding. The second boss in this game is some weird snake skeleton thing. It's called the Bone of Hydra, and in my opinion I think this fight is a little easier than the first boss Meg, but the fight is still a challenge considering that the region that we are in is much harder than the first one. The third region, Elysium, is definitely my favorite. It's lush and green and not depressing like every single other area, but that aspect makes those areas fun, so don't worry. The enemies in Elysium are annoying as hell. Every time you kill one of the small dudes, they turn into some weird flying eyeball egg and you have to kill them again or they will respawn, which pissed me off, but obviously I pushed through in one. Now, I don't know if this happens every run, but I ran into some weird looking bull who absolutely thought he could run my shit, so I had to teach that bull a lesson. I honestly thought he was pretty hard, but I still shit on him. Anyways, as I was saying, Elysium is literally beautiful. Can't say the same for the others though. Now, at the end of Elysium, there is another boss, but you couldn't guess. I thought this boss was going to be a cakewalk considering the same bull I just steamrolled 5 minutes ago is back for another attempt. Who's this guy think he is? The other dude was some lanky bloke who wanted to taste me. Anyways, I got obliterated by these guys. No! But I did kill the bull. He really needs to give up. So the dude with the shield can actually block you, believe it or not. So yeah, he destroyed me. Moving on from that boss fight for now, since I literally can't beat it. Some weird stuff happens in this game that I couldn't even guess. Like, I was having a regular run trying to get to the last region to get some footage of it, and I got to the first boss, Meg. Remember her? The really easy boss? Yeah, she is dead now. Well, Meg isn't, but this is her sister. And she literally ran my ass, bro. She was so hard to kill. She genuinely ruined my run. And remember the Bone of Hydra? Yeah, he became like 10 times stronger than he is normally, which is so annoying because I was having the perfect run. Still killed him though. Want to take one guess what I died to? That's right, the stupid third boss with the shield again. What? Let's move on to something else. There are these little honeypot things that will pop up in your runs that you can pick up.
Perfect.
And you can gift them to other characters and they'll give you some like passive power-ups that you can select and have them through the game. Pretty cool. And they level up over time. Anyway. Oh, and there is a contractor, and he is actually a lifesaver. Sorry, my script is actually so mess. With the gems you earn in this game, you can hire the contractor to build some rooms that will pop up in your run. Like, he builds these fountains that you can get health on, which is convenient because health is like close to impossible to get in this game. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Oh, and I also fought another one of Meg's sisters. This one was a load of garbage though, so she was an easy kill. She was pretty easy. Oh, and guess what? I killed the third boss. Literally so easy, first try. And now we are onto the Temple of 6. Oh, and if you didn't want to be spoiled, you probably should have stopped watching this video a while ago. So the Temple of 6 is actually different compared to every other area. So instead of going through rooms and just killing enemies and moving on, in the Temple of 6 you speak to your pet dog Cerberus or something, and he will let you pass if you get him a nice little treat. So you literally spend your whole time in this area going through these little chambers finding a treat. And these chambers aren't no easy feats either. Almost every enemy attacks you with poison, which drains your health. Luckily they're like poison cure fountain things around, so yeah. And when you finally get the tasty little treat for your pet dog, he lets you pass and you escape the underworld. Congrats, you finished the game. Just playing. Now you gotta fight your dad, the one and only Hades. You know, the name of the game. Who could have guessed? But I have no idea what happens after Hades, as I couldn't kill him. Oh, what the fuck? But I will, and I'm gonna leave that as a surprise for me and for you. So if you want to know what happens, search it up on the internet or something. Final thoughts before I go to bed. Hades is literally perfect, and that's not me over exaggerating. This game was perfect. I loved it, even though I still haven't finished it, but I'm going to. And they're making a Hades 2, which I'll make a video on when it releases. Anyways, thank you for watching, and thanks a ton for the support on the last video. Anyways, keep it real guys, subscribe, and I'll see you later.